Kayla, what's up?
We don't have we're not Kayla. Colorado.
Hey.
There you are.
Whoa.
What's up?
I actually have a question. Me and my boyfriend have been dating off and on for almost a year and a half now. And over Valentine's Day weekend, I gave him a threesome.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, you worded that by saying I gave him a threesome.
Oh.
I'm thinking that it was his idea and you did it to please him, not because you liked it.
Well, no, I did it so he shut up.
Yeah. That's what Mike's alluding to.
Yeah.
So let me try an experiment, Kayla. I have a little experiment just before you get into your threesome story.
Yeah.
For some reason, and this is my own testing my own clairvoyant skills here. Did something happen when you were like 3 and 11?
No.
You sure? Because those are just like just cries out to me. I don't know why, and I rarely have that thing where 2 ages jump at me. Did you have some sexual?
Maybe because you're tired.
Maybe you have some sexual abuse at some age.
No.
Okay.
All right. So 11 minus 3.
You want to? How about 33?
Letter F.
So Kayla, what's your? You reluctantly broke down and gave your boyfriend this threesome, and now.
And recently, his friend just had a threesome, and now he wants one again because he always wants to be one up on his friend.
Well, that's a perfect reason. How old is he?
He's 19.
So, just humor me on this. You never had a rape. You never raped, Kayla?
No.
Okay.
And never touched in any way inappropriately?
Well, I'm not even going down that path. I'm just feeling like unwanted sexual contact, like at 11, something weird.
Well, I used to get sexually harassed in 6th grade. I've had rulers broken across my butt before.
When you were how old were you then?
And I was in 6th grade, so I was 12.
Or maybe 11, like all the 6th graders. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
What was the rulers broken across the butt stuff? What was happening? What does that mean?
This kid, he just really liked me, and I wouldn't go out with him because I wasn't allowed to date or anything. And so he started hitting me with books, and he broke a yardstick, one of the big rulers, across my butt and everything.
Did you complain to anybody about that?
Yeah, he actually got suspended from school, and I ended up switching schools.
So at age 11, you had to switch schools because you were being harassed sexually. That's a big deal.
Yeah, in my freshman year, I actually had an ex-boyfriend who beat the crap out of me.
Whoa, okay, Kayla. I can understand how you might overlook the ruler breaking, but if a male beat you up at age 14, you couldn't have let Dr. Drew know that when he said, has anything ever really happened to you?
Well, I don't like to talk about it.
I understand, and that's
could be listening.
Hey, right, that's fully reasonable. But
so we got the age 11 thing. Now, why am I also thinking of age 3? What did somebody leave you, or?
No. I was actually really sick when I was a baby, until I was about 4 years old. I just had my back was messed up and my spine was crooked, and I actually was the youngest baby, the youngest patient my doctor ever had, and he wrote a book about me. And I was just very picked on when I was younger, by my siblings, but I lived with all girls. And
what was the injury you had in your back until you were finished the age of 3 until you were 4?
I had 3 discs out of place.
So you had some operations?
Yeah, I actually ended up having a back surgery, I guess. I don't remember.
Well,
how old were you when you had the back surgery?
I believe I was 2.
Or maybe 3?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Hey, Kayla, all these types of things. Drew's mad. Kayla, you made Dr. Drew go home. He's leaving. He's leaving.
Aww.
Hey, here's the deal, Kayla. A lot of these things that you mentioned, being picked on, being beaten up by a man, having to go through back surgeries, that's tough. That's stuff that's tough to wrap your head around when you're 30.
Wait. Drew's acting like a 3-year-old now, which is ironic. He just came in here and stamped his feet.
He's punchy. He's had a long day.
How right can I effing be?
Drew's like a young boisterous boxer who just knocks somebody out. How right can I be? Kayla, like I was saying, the stuff you've gone through, back surgeries and being beaten up by someone of the opposite sex and sexual harassment and all these things.
This is for big stuff.
Those are things that are hard to wrap your head around when you're 30, let alone a 3-year-old or an 11-year-old, like Dr. Drew perfectly guessed. But
didn't guess.
Do you feel like
I felt it?
Have you been able to identify how these things have affected you as an 18-year-old, or do you just totally overlook it?
Well, like, when my ex-boyfriend, when he beat the crap out of me, it took me a long, long time. Like, this was my first actual real boyfriend ever since him, because I've just been so scared of guys.
But here's the thing, my dear. You have been out of control in multiple situations at particular ages, very prominently, around 3 and around 11, strangely enough, and then again at 14, where you are physically overwhelmed by people. You hand yourself over to other people's power and do whatever they want to do, no matter how traumatic it is for you. And that's, isn't it sort of a reenactment of when you were little and at the whim of doctors? And then later at the whim of the kid that was abusing you at school? And then later in high school when you're being physically manhandled by some douchebag? So there's a pattern here, right?
Yeah.
And you need to be able to get a boundary around yourself, around your body, and be able to assert yourself and not just completely cave to other people's needs. And that's something that needs treatment, Kayla. It's time to change this pattern. You've got it. Maybe you go back to the doctor that did the original back surgeries and say, I'm having emotional consequences from all the things I've been through. Can you recommend somebody to help me? You live in Colorado Springs. There's tons of people out there. I mean, get some help with this because the pattern you're in, do not do another threesome. You don't want to do it, right?
No.
Don't do it. Start right here, setting a boundary. Stop it.
End of story, right there.
Okay?
You don't want to do it, don't do it.
But you need to get some help with this because you've
got
to...
Well, like, if I don't do it, it's either, like, if I don't do it, then he gets mad at me.
Yes.
So what?
Like that.
So what?
You understand a guy who's going to give you ultimatums about sexual favors is a dick, and if he does get mad at you and possibly leaves you, you're better off because of it.
And by the way, what? His feelings are more important than yours? No.
Well,
no.
That's kind of how it is in the relationship.
Then
exactly.
F that guy.
Exactly.
No
get rid of him. Go get some help, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right. One of our favorite people.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. I had a conniption fit out in the other room.
Yeah, I know. I watched that. It's impressive. That guy is smart and as accomplished as you. Watching you stamp around like a little kid is pretty funny.
Drew, not to piss you off, but with somebody like as effed up as Kayla, couldn't you just pick any 2 ages, though? I mean, couldn't you say...
You can make that case. Yeah. That's a case
what
I will
accept.
accept.
Okay.
But it was uncanny how the big themes were around 3 and 11. And it was weird how strongly I felt those ages. So
hey, my boy Matt's on the phone.
How often do I say 2 ages? Never. And it just jumped out
like
of
the
me.
second time you have.
No, I don't think I've ever done that, have I?